Hello, welcome back to my channel and to another reaction video. This time we'll be checking the honest trailer for Pocahontas. I have a feeling this is gonna be bad.
From the studio that dominated the early 90s with The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, comes an absolute stinker that kicked off more than a decade of garbage. Pocahontas.
The first Tarzan movie was fantastic. What the hell are you talking
Disney's
about?
underage thirst trap era. She's a
Oh.
princess based on a real 12-year-old sex trafficking victim, transformed into a dryland version of Ariel.
I expect those rules to be obeyed.
You disobeyed me.
Daddy, I love him! I love him, Father.
In this all-leg adventure that's just The Little Mermaid without the catchy songs, sense of fun, or knowledge that they're all about to die from war, famine, and disease.
Uh-oh.
But,
Yep.
look, over there. Pretty waterfalls. When you need an Australian to play an Englishman who sounds like an American to patronize an Indian, you call Mel Gibson.
We've improved the lives of savages all over the world.
Savages!
He'll
That was
play
Mel
John
Gibson.
Smith,
Holy shit, I
a
didn't-
guy as bland as the name
didn't
John
remember.
Smith would imply.
I'm John Smith.
Watch this explorer discover he has so much in common with Pocahontas. They're both hot. Their eyebrows don't match their hair color. And that's it. As these two characters, as thin and two-dimensional as the cells they were painted on, find love during the time of colonization. A big goof-up with plenty of good people on both sides.
Once two sides want to fight, nothing can stop them.
In fact, the English would be friendly if it wasn't for one bad apple. In this historical epic that teaches us all, the real colonizer was love all along.
London, is that your village?
Yes. Buildings as tall as trees.
I'd like to see those things.
See there, she didn't have to be kidnapped back to London. Who said anything about her being kidnapped? If I don't look it up, it's like it never
no.
happened.
Oh dear.
When you're not stuck wasting time with Pocahontas, enjoy your time with equally boring side characters, like 3 animal sidekicks more bumbling than Bob Chapek. A talking tree that's a little too thorned up for comfort.
Yeah, that was weird.
I want to see him again. And he's handsome, too.
And a bunch of English explorers who unfortunately weren't lost at sea in the opening scene.
Not 1,000 bloodthirsty savages shall stand in our way.
If any Indian tries to stop me, I'll blast him.
Savages could be hiding anywhere.
Do you think we'll meet some savages?
These white men are dangerous.
So this Thanksgiving, revisit an animated musical whose songs range from forgettable
Mine for the taking.
to regrettable,
Kill ourselves an engine.
Or maybe 2 or 3.
except for one absolute jam about how indigenous folks are mythical beings with magical powers instead of actual people who still exist.
You think my tribe are ordinary people and claim a land you think you can explain. But we are all imbued with superpowers. We know magic, we are druids, I'm a mage. I'm basically an X-Man or Avenger. The heron and the otter I command. And if you cross me, John, you will discover I can walk into this bird that's on my hand. And they'll never hear your voice cry, will the end come soon? When I dish out the payback for your sins, I could blow you from this Lion King-ass mountain. I control the ancient forces of the wind. If you cross me, then I will grind your bones to dust until you're just pieces I can scatter in the wind.
Starring The Maze Runner, Porta John, 90-Day Financier, Trash Bandicoot, Colonial American Psycho,
Mr. Smee,
What the hell?
Chief
That
of
okay.
Staff. It's Giving Tree. Wizards of the Coast. And exactly what TLC warned us not to do. Love at first wife.
That's
Going back is his only chance. He'll die.
well, now I
he
can't
says.
unhear that.
So it ends with John heading back to England to treat his gunshot wound. By boat? Is anyone gonna tell him?
Yeah, it takes a long time. But yeah, now I could not unhear Christian Bale's voice, and wasn't that one good? But yeah, well there you have it, folks. Pocahontas, and yeah, I knew it would be bad. But yeah, fun fact: there's actually a live-action version where Colin Farrell plays John Smith, and yeah, I've seen that, and that's. I mean, this is animated, so it's not. I mean, it's pretty damn bad, but it's not as bad as the live-action version. And yeah, the real Pocahontas was in fact underage and taken by force to England and whatnot. I don't know the full story. I've heard it, but it was a long time ago. Around the same time as I saw these at school, we kind of our teacher made us watch a documentary about the actual story. So yeah, and I loved how they pointed it out with this song that how Europeans viewed Indians. I mean, it's part of the colonial era. Foreign cultures were so exotic, so they saw mysticism everywhere, and unfortunately, the more religious folk saw that. Because of that, they saw them as an enemy. But yeah, and they pointed it out how there's a lot of a lot of these early Disney animations were hand drawn mostly, so uh, they would reuse some shots for different for other films as well. I mean, it's just convenient and easier that way, so it makes sense. They had a scene with the shot with Pocahontas and Ariel whipping their hair, and then the Lion King mountain. I honestly forgot that one even was there. But yeah, and I disagree on the part with the useless animal sidekicks. I think they were adorable back when I first saw this. But yeah, I did think the talking tree was a bit weird. But anyway, what did you guys think? Write your thoughts down below. Hope you enjoyed my reaction. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want, and I will see you in another video. Bye.